In today's video, we are talking all about the popular topic of running packs or hydration vests. And in particular, we are taking a look at a Harrier Trail Running Vest. Now, if you haven't come across the Harrier Trail Running brand before, they are a small independent British trail running company that is passionate about getting out on the trails, but they're also committed to bringing the consumer quality trail running items at an affordable price. So let's dive into the video and find out what's going on with the all new Kinder 10 litre race vest. Welcome back, folks. I'm Lloyd Purvis and this is Run4Adventure. Hope everybody is fit and well out there in YouTube world and you're managing to cling on in all the crazy winds that we're having in the UK at the moment. So we are talking Harrier Trail Running Kit today, and I was initially introduced to the brand when I tried their original Kinder 10 litre race vest. A lot of you guys reached out in the comments and said, have we tried out the Harrier kit? Have we tried out their running vests? They're really good quality, but also great value for money. So I reached out to Harrier and they were kind enough to send us one of their ultra bundles to test out. Having not tried any of their kit before and seeing the price of it, I've got to be honest, I wasn't really expecting a lot. So the Ultra Bundle turned up, had a good look round it, a good look through all the items. I was actually surprised at the quality of it for the money. So I hatched out a little plan, and with the help of good friend Steve Wyatt, we packed up the camper van and took all the Harrier kit with us and headed towards the small Cornish village of Boscastle. We were going to run 38 miles across the Cornish county to Looe on the other coast, and we were going to test out all the Harrier kit en route. We had a great day out. It was a wicked route. The sun was shining. We got the run done, and I was really surprised with how it performed, especially when neither of us had used their kit before. The Harrier brand is definitely continuing to grow, and they've just launched their first ever running waterproof jacket. I actually did a full in-depth review on that jacket, so I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out that review if you're in the market for a new waterproof. And they've just updated to their new Kinder 10 litre, and they've updated their Kerber 5 litre race vests. I personally think it is great when you see these small independent companies taking on the big boys and doing it so well. Right, that's a bit of history about Harrier Trail Running and the channel, but let's get stuck into the review. So we're going to highlight some of the features that come with the new Kinder 10 litre vest. We're also going to talk about some of the changes that have been made to the new vest, and we're going to talk about how it has performed while we've been testing it over the last few months. Firstly, it retails for £59 here in the UK, so very affordable when you compare it to all the other running vests and running packs out there in the marketplace. Being a Kinder 10 litre, it's obviously 10 litres in volume, and it is a race vest. So it's not a running pack where it's sort of one size fits all with lots of adjustment. This is a sized vest, so it comes in lots of different sizes. I personally think that a sized vest is always the best option, always tends to fit better and feels a lot more comfortable to run in. So if we start on the back first, you can see we've got this nice wide zip opening at the top of that main compartment. We've also got that bungee cord system on the back, so if the pack isn't fully loaded, you're only carrying a little bit of kit, you can cinch that pocket down so it holds that kit nice and tight to stop it from bouncing and moving around while you're running. Or if your pack is fully loaded, you can also store stuff under that bungee cord, so say waterproof jackets, waterproof trousers, things like that. We got some really nice high-vis reflective detailing on the back of the pack, a feature that can sometimes be left off of our running vests. And lastly, we've got two bungee loops at the bottom of the pack that you can utilise as a pole carrying system. That's the back. If we move round to the front, the first thing you can see is we have got a lot of storage options on the front of the pack. So loads of accessible pockets where you can stash away all that kit, all those goodies, and then you can access them while you're on the move. For me, this is super important that I've got lots of accessible storage on my running pack. So starting at the top, we got two small pockets. We got one with a fold down top, one with a slightly more secure zip on it. On top of those pockets, we've got two bits of elastic, and they're designed for if you're using bottles with long straws, you can tuck the straw under the elastic so it's not going to flap around under your face driving you crazy. Moving down, we've obviously got the two big pockets for your hydration bottles. Now, the pack doesn't actually come with its own bottles, but Harrier make a 500ml soft flask that is specifically designed to go in those pockets. It fits really well, it's nice and secure. You've got the all-important little bungee loops to go over the tops of the bottles to stop them slipping down as you're drinking your fluid. You can also use a bladder system with it, so don't worry if you're a fan of a bladder. We've got a little bladder clip in the back there. It's got its own separate compartment, and then the hose runs out the back and up the front of the pack. Moving back round to the front of the vest, and on top of those soft flask pockets, we've got two big, deep, stretchy sort of stash pockets. So perfect for stowing away all those race day or training day essentials, nutrition, buff, gloves, head torches, things like that. Finishing up when it comes to accessible storage, on the side and on both sides we've got a nice big zipped pocket. So again, great for storing those essential items. Finishing up, we got some nice high-vis detailing on the front of the vest for safer nighttime running. Even though the Kinder 10 litre is a sized race vest, it still comes with some personalised adjustment. So we got these two fully adjustable elasticated straps across the chest. They both come with a nice substantial clip, and Harrier have been pretty clever and they've worked in an emergency whistle into that top clip. It doesn't stop there when it comes to adjustment. You've also got this very simplified but clever hook and loop system on the front. So you can unhook these straps and you can move them up and down that system just so you can get that fit tailored for your personal body shape. If I just unclip the pack quickly and we take a look inside, you'll see that we've got this kind of sort of mesh construction, and it's very similar to what you see on some of the Salomon running packs. So it's actually two layers of mesh, and then housed between those two layers is like a thin layer of foam. So what that actually does is it lifts the pack away from the body, forming a kind of cavity which really aids with airflow and breathability. When it comes to the changes that have been made to the new race vest, I would say it's only been a subtle update, and a lot of the features have carried across to the new Kinder 10 litre. The biggest thing I noticed was when it came down to sizing. So I personally think they've made the sizes slightly bigger. I did find the medium in the original vest, it was quite snug, it was quite small, and the new medium definitely fits my body shape better. There's been a few changes when it comes to fabrics and materials, so it looks like Harrier have gone for a lighter, more breathable fabric across that top pocket, and we have lost the front pole carrying system, which for me is a little bit of a shame. I personally like to carry my running poles on the front of my race vest. I think it makes them a lot more accessible, a lot easier to get in and out of that carrying system while you're on the move. The zip pocket on the front of the vest has been relocated higher up the pack, so it's a bit more accessible. We've got a bit more volume in those two stash pockets on the front, and in general it just looks like the whole vest has been sort of stripped back and cleaned up a bit. So we've got a lot less sort of loops, straps, bungees, and the zip pulls are a lot smaller and a lot shorter now. So there you have it, the all new Kinder 10 litre race vest from Harrier. A bit of information about the features, the construction, and some of those new changes that have been made. I've had the vest for a good couple of months now, got some good miles in it, so let's go through all the things I like, highlight some of them improvements, but also talk about a couple of things that we feel could be slightly improved. Firstly, the new vest definitely seems to fit me better, and I didn't have any issues with the original Kinder, but it did seem to sit quite high up the back and it was quite tight around my neck and shoulders. When it was fully loaded with kit, no problems at all, because the weight of the kit would kind of weigh the pack down. But when I was carrying minimal kit, I did notice it sitting up quite high. So I would say the new sizing on the Kinder definitely works better for my body shape. I think stripping the front of that pack down for me is a massive positive, taking away some of the cords, the bungees, making the zip pulls a lot smaller. Again, this was one of the sort of negatives I had when I ran in the original Kinder vest. You know, there was a lot going on, there was a lot of cords, a lot of bungees, the zip pulls were really long and quite heavy, so a lot of stuff bounced around while you're running, and I spent a lot of time tying them them back, tucking them in, just to try and get them out of the way, because it did get a little bit annoying when you're out on a longer run. I haven't had to do any of that or deal with any of that with the new version. The changes in some of the materials used, especially on the back, definitely work for me. I'm not sure it makes a massive difference to the performance, maybe a little bit more breathable, but it just makes it look and feel a lot more premium. Speaking of looks, I think the Kinder 10 litre looks pretty cool in this black and red colourway, and in fact all the colourways of the new version look pretty good. The only slight negative I have is when we take a closer look at those side pockets, and in fact the opening to those pockets, it is quite narrow, it's quite tight to get your hand to grab anything out. I haven't got big manly hands and it is quite snug. It's great to see that they've sort of beefed up the zip, and it looks like they put some reinforcement on that zip as well, and I don't know whether that's made that opening smaller. I personally think someone with big hands might struggle to get kit out of that pocket, and when I pair it up to the old one, there was definitely a bigger opening on that version. I think either, possibly a solution is to make that pocket a bit wider so you can get a longer, wider zip on it, or do away with the zip altogether and have a sort of stretchy top mesh opening, very similar to what we've got on those front stash pockets. Apart from that, I think all the changes that Harrier have made a good running vest even better. So let's wrap this up with a quick conclusion. And I personally think if you are in the market for your first hydration vest, whether it be taking on more water on your long marathon training runs, or you're going to be hitting the trails for the first time and you want to carry a bit more kit for safety, then I would definitely recommend going along, checking out Harrier Trail Running and the new Kinder 10 litre vest. Don't worry if you feel 10 litres is a bit too much storage for you and you don't need all that space. They've also just updated the brilliant Kerber 5 litre vest as well. But I personally think that the Harrier kit isn't just for new guys to trail running or new guys to hydration vests. If you are dipping your toe into the world of ultra marathons and you're pushing the distance, you're looking for a carrying system to stow away all that mandatory race kit, whether you're doing 50k, 100k, 100 miles, you'll get it in the Kinder 10 litre. Especially if you are on a tight budget, I think you'll be hard pushed to find a better quality, more well thought through running vest for the money. So that is it guys, another race vest review crushed at Run4Adventure. Really hope you enjoyed it, really hope you found it helpful. Over the years, we've tested and reviewed a lot of hydration vests and running packs from lots of different companies, and it got me wondering if you guys would like to see Run4Adventure's Race Vest and Hydration Pack Showdown video. Okay, maybe that was a little bit dramatic, but if you'd like to see a video like that, guys, let us know all about it in the comments below. We definitely announced some pretty big news the other day with us going full-time here at Run4Adventure. It's a big move, it's a bold move, giving up a full-time wage, but I think with the help and support from you guys, we can pull this off, and we are super passionate about building this channel. If you want to support us in any way, hit that like button, get in the comments below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really, really does help when it comes to the crazy world of the YouTube algorithm. But if you're really enjoying the channel and you want to support us more, then you can do so through our Patreon page for as little as £2 a month. By becoming a patron, it opens up a world of exclusive Run4Adventure perks, and it really, really does make a difference. We want to say a massive thanks to all you guys that support us on Patreon already. It really does help the channel out. So I'll leave a link below in the description for our Patreon channel. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. It's really appreciated. We've got some great content coming your way over the next couple of weeks. But as always, stay safe and keep on running. And it got me wondering if you guys would like to see Run4Adventure's Running Vest and Hydration Pack review video. Showdown video. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, mic check. Mic check.